Death Valley is not just hot. It is a furnace capable of ending a life in minutes. Today, the ground temperature pushes toward 161 degrees Fahrenheit, the kind of heat that warps metal, cracks earth, and drains every drop of water from the human body. Yet somewhere out here, a 1,000-kilogram wild boar roams the desert, and one hunter is tracking it. In the heart of this burning wasteland lives a man who knows its secrets. A Timbisha hunter, raised by generations who survived where others collapse. For him, the desert is not an enemy. It is a teacher, and today, it is also a battleground. In a land where water is almost non-existent, animals gather around the few hidden springs that remain. The hunter kneels in the sand. Tracks, large ones, deep, heavy impressions pressed into the scorched earth. A wild boar, massive, possibly over 1,000 kilograms. Wild boars rarely survive long in places like this. But sometimes, nature creates monsters. This giant has learned the desert's rhythm. It moves at night, sleeps in deep shade during the day, and when threatened, it can kill. Tracking an animal in this heat is more than a hunt. It is a test of endurance. Every step burns energy. Every breath steals precious moisture from the lungs. The hunter moves slowly, conserving strength. Because the desert punishes impatience, the tracks grow fresher. The sand still holds their sharp edges. That means the animal passed recently. Very recently. In a place like Death Valley, hunter and prey may already be closer than either realizes. In extreme heat, water becomes the center of all life. Hidden between canyon rocks lies a shallow desert spring. The hunter knows the boar will come here before nightfall, and when it does, the real danger begins. Hours pass. The temperature refuses to drop. Then, movement. From the canyon, shadows emerges the giant. Dust rises beneath its weight. A creature built for power, not mercy. The hunter waits for the perfect moment. Too soon, and the animal escapes. Too late, and the desert may claim him instead. In this heat, hesitation can be fatal. The spear rises. The hunt begins. In Death Valley, survival is never guaranteed. The desert decides who walks away. For the hunter, this moment is not about victory. It is about balance. Respect for the land, respect for the animal, and the understanding that in this 161-degree furnace, every life here survives on the edge. The spear flies, but a creature this large does not fall easily. The boar erupts in fury, dust exploding beneath its hooves. At nearly 1,000 kilograms, it is not just an animal, it is a living battering ram. And now, it's charging. The hunter pivots. Every movement costs precious energy. At 161 degrees, muscles weaken faster, lungs burn harder. In this heat, even the strongest hunter can collapse. But instinct and experience keep him moving. A wounded animal is the most dangerous. The boar circles back. The hunter steadies himself, heart pounding like a drum. One chance. One precise strike. Miss, and the desert claims another life. For a moment, everything stops. The desert wind carries nothing but silence. Then the giant staggers. One step, two, and the massive body collapses into the burning sand. In the furnace of Death Valley, the hunt is over. But survival in Death Valley does not end with the hunt. The real challenge begins now. In 161-degree heat, meat spoils fast. Water disappears even faster. The hunter must work quickly before the desert takes back what it has given. For thousands of years, desert hunters have known this process. Every part of the animal matters. Meat for food, fat for energy, hide for tools. Nothing is wasted because the desert wastes nothing. By midday, the desert becomes nearly unlivable. The temperature climbs again. Heat ripples across the valley floor like waves of fire. Even vultures circle high above, waiting. Hours without water begin to take their toll. Vision blurs. Muscles cramp. Heat stroke is the silent predator of the desert. The hunter must reach shade or risk becoming part of the valley itself. At last, the canyon walls offer relief. A pocket of shade, a small refuge carved by ancient floods. Here, the hunter can rest. Here, he can survive another day. Death Valley is not empty. It is alive with creatures and people who have adapted to its unforgiving rules. For the Timbisha hunter, survival here is not extraordinary. It is simply life. Life lived at the very edge of heat. As the sun sinks behind the jagged mountains of Death Valley, the desert finally begins to breathe again. The brutal 161-degree heat slowly loosens its grip. But night in the desert brings a different kind of danger. Predators wake, and the scent of fresh meat travels far. The hunter is not alone. Beyond the firelight, glowing eyes watch from the darkness. Coyotes, patient, curious, and hungry. In a land where food is rare, nothing goes unchallenged. The hunter keeps the fire burning. Smoke and flame are the oldest defenses known to desert survivors. Tonight, the hunt must be protected. To outsiders, Death Valley appears endless and empty. But to the Timbisha people, it is a map filled with knowledge. Hidden springs, seasonal trails, ancient hunting grounds passed down through generations. The hunter carries that knowledge like a compass. In extreme heat, water matters more than food. A human can survive weeks without meat, but only days without water. The hunter knows every hidden spring within miles. Today, one of them may save his life. Hidden beneath ancient stone lies one of Death Valley's rarest treasures. A natural spring, cool, clear, life itself in a land built to destroy it. Morning brings relief, but by midday, the furnace ignites again. Temperatures climb toward 161 degrees once more. The desert resets the rules every day, and survival must begin again. In the distance, the sky begins to move. A wall of dust rises across the valley floor. Desert storms arrive without warning, and they can bury everything in their path. The hunter wastes no time. Storms like this can blind travelers and erase every trail. He heads for higher ground, where the rocks offer protection. In the desert, speed can mean survival. From the shelter of the canyon ridge, the hunter watches the storm swallow the valley below. Death Valley remains one of the harshest environments on Earth. Yet, life continues here. Quiet, resilient, and always on the edge. Hours later, the storm begins to fade. The winds slow. The dust slowly settles across the valley floor, but the desert that emerges is not the same. Every storm reshapes the land, burying tracks, carving new paths, and reminding travelers who truly rules this place. The hunter scans the ground. The storm has erased nearly everything. Footprints, animal tracks, even the path back to camp. In the desert, navigation is never guaranteed. Only memory and instinct remain. But experienced desert hunters do not rely only on footprints. They read the land itself, the angle of the wind, the shape of dunes, the position of the mountains. The valley becomes a living compass. The meat from the giant boar now hangs across the hunter's shoulders. Heavy, precious. A successful hunt brings food for many days, but it also slows the journey through unforgiving terrain. By midday, the valley burns again. Temperatures surge toward 161 degrees Fahrenheit. Metal tools grow too hot to touch. Even the air feels like it is on fire. In this heat, every step is a battle. Hours of walking begin to drain the body. Breathing becomes shallow. Vision narrows. Heat exhaustion creeps silently through the bloodstream. The desert does not need to attack. It only needs to wait. To survive the afternoon heat, the hunter creates shade. Using cloth, rope, and the skeleton of a fallen branch, he builds a small shelter. Simple, temporary, but enough to keep the desert from draining the last of his strength. Sometimes survival means moving forward. Other times it means waiting. The hunter rests through the worst hours of the day. In Death Valley, patience is not weakness. It is wisdom. As the sun lowers again, the valley finally loosens its grip. The hunter rises. The journey continues. Many miles still lie between him and home. but the desert has allowed him to pass for one more day. For thousands of years, people have survived in this valley, not by conquering it, but by understanding it. It is earned every single day.